Aquarius. May feels like a month where the outside world becomes louder, but your inner world becomes more honest. There's a strong feeling here of looking around your life and quietly asking yourself, does this still feel like me? Not dramatically, not impulsively, but deeply. This is the kind of month where you may suddenly notice the emotional exhaustion underneath routines that you have tolerated for too long, a friendship dynamic, a family expectation, a relationship where you always seem to become the emotional translator for everybody else. At the same time, there is something beautiful emerging, because this chart is not about collapse, it's about emotional clarity. May 2026 feels like the turning point between performing stability and actually creating it. Your core energy this month is the strongest focus of this chart falls in your 3rd and 4th house and the 5th, using whole house. There is heavy Aries energy in your 3rd house. This puts enormous emphasis on communication, conversations, siblings or family dynamics, daily movement, mental pressure, constant messages, errands, planning and decision making. Your mind may feel overstimulated this month. You may notice waking up already thinking, checking messages repeatedly, replaying conversations in your head, becoming impatient with slow people, or feeling mentally on all the time. And emotionally, Aquarius rising, this creates something important. You are less willing to pretend things are fine when they are not. You may become sharper in speech this month, especially around people who avoid accountability. This chart shows someone becoming emotionally tired of carrying invisible emotional labor. Meanwhile, the sun moving through your 4th house brings attention toward home, emotional safety, family, private life, your living environment, and your need for peace. You may suddenly crave quieter environments this month. Even extroverted Aquarius rising may begin withdrawing from chaotic people, loud energy, gossip, or emotionally draining social obligations. You want depth now, not noise. Energy and identity. Emotionally, May feels mentally fast but emotionally sensitive. You may appear calm externally, while internally feeling emotionally stretched or restless, reflective at night, nostalgic unexpectedly, or protective over your space. There is also a strong feeling of reclaiming personal boundaries. You may stop explaining yourself so much. You may notice yourself becoming quieter around certain people because you realize they only enjoy your energy when you are easy to access. That awareness changes things. The moon high in your chart shows emotional visibility this month. People notice you more than usual. Even if you're not trying to attract attention, others are observing your mood, your silence, your reactions, your emotional distance. Some Aquarians may also feel unusually emotional around career pressure. This month, you may suddenly ask, what am I actually building? Why am I always exhausted? And why do I only rest once I'm already burnt out? There is maturity in this chart, not coldness, maturity. When we look at love and relationships, this is the most emotionally layered part of your month. Your relationship energy this May is not casual. It feels intimate, observant, and psychologically revealing. You are noticing people's emotional consistency more than their charm. And honestly, some people may fail that test. If you are single, the strongest romantic energy appears around May the 6th to the 9th, the 14th to the 18th, and the 23rd to the 26th. The chart strongly suggests attraction developing through repeated conversations, family environments, online communication, cafes, bookstores, that kind of thing. This does not feel like random party energy. It feels quieter than that. For many, Aquarius rising, this connection begins mentally first. You may initially think, I'm not even sure if this is romantic. Then suddenly you realize you are thinking about their messages afterwards. The person coming toward you has intelligent energy, quick-minded, observant, possibly witty without trying too hard. What you notice about them is their cool confidence. They'll have kind of expressive eyes, thoughtful speech, emotional intelligence beneath humour, and someone who remembers small details. What they notice about you, your uniqueness, your emotional depth beneath distance, your intelligence, your voice, the way you emotionally detach when uncomfortable. There is a strong chemistry through conversation here. Late night talking, voice notes, long pauses that somehow feel intimate instead of awkward. But pacing matters enormously this month, because Mars in your communication sector can create a fast attachment, emotional impulsiveness, assuming emotional closeness too quickly, or over-analysing silence. If someone pulls back slightly, do not immediately interpret it as rejection, because this month teaches emotional pacing. The right connection grows steadily. If you're in a relationship, May exposes emotional patterns that usually stay hidden beneath routine. So there's conversations about home responsibility, emotional availability, future planning, communication habits, feeling unheard, or becoming extremely important. One partner may feel emotionally overloaded while the other becomes defensive instead of supportive, especially around May 10th to 12th or the 19th to the 21st. It's things like tone of voice, lack of replies, someone being mentally distracted, interrupting conversations, emotional inconsistency. But this chart also has a beautiful connection energy, especially around May the 15th and the 24th to the 26th. And these dates favour meaningful conversations, emotional honesty, intimacy returning naturally, spending quiet quality time together, and reconnecting away from distractions. Oddly enough, this month improves relationships through truth, not performance. Pretending everything is fine will only increase emotional distance, but honest vulnerability, well, that changes everything. Money and finances. Well, May feels mentally active. There may be multiple small expenses, transport costs, home-related spending, technology purchases, repairs, subscriptions, all that kind of thing. This is less a reckless spending month, and more a where is all my money actually going month. You may begin tracking finances a bit more seriously now. Some Aquarius Rising may also realize emotional exhaustion affects spending habits, buying convenience because you are too tired, ordering food because your schedule feels chaotic, spending emotionally after a stressful conversation. The chart strongly favors practical financial organization by the second half of May. It's a good period for budgeting, planning, organizing debt, creating structure, long-term saving goals. Avoid emotionally reactive purchases around the 11th to the 13th, especially purchases made to temporarily improve your mood. Around your career and daily life looks busy this month, very busy. Messages, meetings, scheduling, constant communication. For some Aquarians, work may feel mentally louder than emotionally rewarding. You may become irritated by disorganization, repetitive questions, inefficient people, unclear communication, or being expected to multitask constantly. And because your chart shows strong mental fire energy, patience may run thin quickly. Be careful not to become emotionally sharp with co-workers who are slower paced than you. Career-wise, however, people notice your competence this month, especially your ability to solve problems quickly, communicate clearly, stay calm under pressure, and think independently. Around May 20th onward, recognition increases, but so does exhaustion. This is not a month where you should glorify burnout. Sleep matters enormously in this chart. Your nervous system needs recovery. Your lucky dates this month is May the 6th to the 9th, which is excellent for important conversations, social opportunities, attraction, reconnecting emotionally, networking. People are more receptive to you now. You've also got May the 15th to the 18th, so this is beautiful emotional clarity, excellent for romance, creativity, home improvement, emotional healing, feeling emotionally understood. This period feels softer and emotionally warmer. May 24th to the 26th, one of the strongest periods of this month, is excellent for love, visibility, confidence, important meetings, and reconnecting with yourself emotionally. You feel more grounded here. Your challenging dates are May the 10th to the 12th. It could be mental overload. Be careful with snapping emotionally, rushing decisions, misunderstanding text messages, reacting defensively. Not every conversation needs immediate resolution. May the 19th to the 21st, emotional tensions around expectations. You may feel emotionally unappreciated, mentally exhausted, misunderstood. Avoid shutting people out completely. Explain what you actually need. Your lucky color is midnight teal. This color supports emotional calm while keeping your mind clear. It helps balance the emotional overstimulation shown in your chart. Wear it during important conversations, work meetings, dates, when traveling, when emotionally overwhelmed. Midnight teal helps you feel emotionally elegant instead of mentally scattered. Your lucky stone is labradorite, perfect for Aquarius rising this month. Labradorite protects emotional energy while helping you stay intuitive without absorbing everyone else's moods. This stone supports emotional boundaries, mental clarity, nervous system balance, intuitive decision-making, especially useful during emotionally draining conversations. And your lucky number this month is number 7. It's the number of reflection, emotional intelligence, and deeper truth. This month is not about surface success, it's about emotional alignment. 7 reminds you to slow down enough to hear yourself clearly. Your final message here is May 2026 is asking you to become more emotionally honest about what truly nourishes you, not what impresses people, not what keeps everyone comfortable, but what genuinely brings peace back into your nervous system. This is the month where emotional clarity becomes more valuable than emotional performance, and quietly, your life begins changing because of that. I hope you've enjoyed this video forecast. Please remember to like and subscribe so you never miss an astrology forecast or insight or one of my tarot and Lenormand readings. This is Connie Jay, and thanks for watching.